Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Out of Ore. We're going to work on just digging today and make a little progression. Uh, I did talk to somebody in my comments that said they had the developers of Out of Ore on their podcast and said that they're going to um, change the physics of trees and make it where you can cut them down kind of like you do in Farm Sim. So that's coming, hopefully. Not sure when. I know the last time they showed a kind of teaser. They were showing electricity. I'm not sure how in depth of that electricity it goes yet because I'm not a beta tester. I'm just a digger and having fun, enjoying the game. I do love this game. I'm actually very happy with it. This I did restart on this map so that way you and me both can go through this as a progression, and you get to see it as well as I do. At certain points, I'm probably going to level up and have a higher level than you get to see on camera because like I do play in my spare time this game. I don't just play uh, on this one. I play in others. So that way, because I love the game, I just don't have time to record to get that out of there. So that way, I don't get no in trouble. Um, so yeah, I don't get to record like I would like to, but yeah. So here it is. I mean, we're gonna dig a little bit. I know it's kind of repetitive, um, but this is the progression of my save here, and um, I can't wait to see where we go with this. I do believe at some point we'll have other people on. At the moment, I'm really solo. I haven't found nobody has the inspiration and dedication to come play the game with me as far as this save. And I'm trying to look for that one person that has the time, even if no matter when it is, just to take a hour or two out of their day to help me at the same time help themselves and progress in this and enjoy the game with me. And like I said, there'll be builders and there'll be diggers and I'll find somebody. There's people out there that's like me that's not a big YouTube star or got everything already situated to the point where I can't be around this type of person, that type of person. I don't care how old you are to a point. I pre record all this, so if they make a mistake or do something they're not supposed to do, then I'll obviously either edit it out or I'll restart it from the last save, so that way uh, they will never be shown on here. If I ever go live, it won't be on this particular save because I don't want um, anything to go wrong with my YouTube and get in trouble by um, people, by YouTube and get banned or whatever they do to you to keep you from making videos. I do believe there's a time and place for everything. As far as some say, well, kids, they'll do stuff they ain't supposed to do and blah blah. And I can understand their point of view as far as that. As you can see, my hands are kind of free. I'm recording this while my wife is awake. I kind of recorded this while my wife is asleep and trying to respect her as far as her sleep. Um, yeah, I mean, you don't want somebody sleeping behind you trying to sleep and you're recording them. Um, and like I said, I try to respect her and have respect for myself, not to um, show that particular part of my life. We'll probably record multiple videos ahead of time, and then I'll come back like I'm doing now and show you me and pre-record, record video of me in between playing the game and doing me. Sometimes I'll be sitting here playing the game while I'm talking to you on my PS5 controller. That's my particular way of playing this game. Easier for me to do that than it is to try to play with a mouse and keyboard. It's kind of different. I'm not used to it. I've always been a console player of different types. Going all the way back to Atari. I'm pretty that old. But I still enjoy it, and everybody's enjoyment of this game might be differently. Like I've talked to one that they want to just level up to 70 and they're good with the game until they come up with new updates to make the game different for them. But particularly, I want to see where this goes further on down the road. As far as updates and whatnot, I don't know. And right here, I was going to try to build a platform for my excavator, but later on in this video, you'll see excavator's not working that good as far as trying to climb up the side of this hill. It just doesn't have the aggressive tracks on it yet. That would actually climb up it. You see, I just fall right back down again, and yeah, it's not easy with the excavator that doesn't have all the upgrades that a normal 60 level 60 would have, because we're starting a whole new save, so that way we can progress together. Me and you will progress together. Give me a second. Stop pausing. So anyway, I got him out of here. Had to take my headphones out a minute. He's wanting something that he's watching on YouTube. He's into plushy stuffed animal things, and he just loves them, and he wants to show it and say, ooh, I want this, more or less. And he's nonverbal. He has to use machine to talk to us, and it is what it is on that. I still love him. He's my son. He's a junior. Surprisingly enough, my wife let me name our son a junior. That was really surprising, but happy, very happy about that, because then my name will carry on, hopefully, if he ever finds a woman. If he gets to the point where he can at least talk with something, we'll see where he gets to that. Anyway, done away with that. Let's just play the game. If you want to play it together, you're welcome to comment me, and I will give you a tryout as far as on one of my other saves. That way, if we get on this save, I don't have to tell you anything. You just know, hey, this is what needs to be done. As we go here, we'll end up having more and more people that would like to join, and yeah, if they enjoy this type of gameplay that I would like to see, and progressing further along. I'm not gonna. I don't want to build these big, massive places and garages and stuff like that. Small houses. Kind of looking like the going when you make a road. With asphalt and whatnot. That you have houses on each side. Maybe I don't want to build big, massive places and underground places. I just I'll probably go do an underground cave or something like that. But particularly in this one, I want to try to make it like a community thing where they have wash plants here and there, and so that way you have to drive a ways away. Smelters at a certain area. There's gonna be a smelter area There's gonna be, you know, you have to drive to there and smelt your own stuff, and you have to, you know, do all that particular thing in order to get uh, your money. Um, I'm gonna have it where these guys will have their own stuff. That's my thought on it. I wish there was a better way of doing the money situation, so that way I don't have to worry if they're going to try to take all the money that I have plus some and destroy my save. I really wish there was a way for you to be able to just pay your guys, you know, whatever I would like, and you know, and have them enjoy it, because it is first of its kind, where you can give the money to somebody, or they can take it from you, more or less, uh, from you, and give it to themselves. Um, I'm hoping. You know, I don't know exactly where this is gonna lead. Um, it's just gonna progress a little at a time, and you know, if it for us is good, great. If it doesn't, I mean, I kind of hope so. But um, it is possible to not work out. I mean, like in everything in life, you try to open up a business, it doesn't work well, you have to close it down. It's kind of like the like of videos and people itself. Um, People are finicky. They're weird and finicky. You don't know how they're going to react to a certain situation. Um, you know, happy or sad, or get offended uh, for whatever. Like I said, I'm not playing this. I'm playing it at night when my wife would sleep behind me, and where it's not so loud, and I can kind of concentrate better when I got people here. It's kind of hard to concentrate for myself, you know. Unfortunately, I don't have a dedicated room to myself or an office to be able to go sit in and not be bothered by other people. Unfortunately, I'm just not. I'm not set up like that. Um, um, or you know, me and my wife does the best we can, and at the moment I'm out of work. That's why I'm trying to see what happens here, and see if I can't make $1 or two while I'm doing it. I don't expect any of y'all to pull money out of your pocket to support me. By supporting me, it's just subscribing and liking. I'm happy with that. I don't expect no more than that. I'm happy to just play with other people and enjoy the game as it's being made, and it's fun. As you can see, I was sitting here digging out a hole, and I gotta slowly take down this whole side here, so that way eventually I'll build out something and start a road going out to another area. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go yet. Like I said, you got to make money first before you can start stepping out to that. That's why you see I've only got hoppers and a holder of materials, and then I just use that to hold it, and then I sell it all at one time, so that way I can afford. Sorry about that. I can afford to keep buying more equipment and more stuff that is needed to make a stable environment to play in. You know, you got to start somewhere, and as you can see, I chopped down quite a few trees and got that watchtower up there, so that way I can look over everything that I've made so far. Um, like I said, by no means is my gameplay better than the next person's. I'm just happy to play it. Yeah, I got back up a little bit more here. Yep, there we go. Got unloaded, and let's see. I think I think that I'll be playing over here trying to get this knocked down, and so I can have a better way of unloading. Dig out all this dirt. And of course, all the dirt goes back in your inventory anyway, so it's no losses really. You actually get way more dirt in each one of those by doing that, and then you end up throwing it back down. And it's like, wow, I didn't even dig this much up. I don't understand how that works, but it's crazy how much you dig up. And it's yeah, you dig it up, and it's more when you put it back down than you dug up. So I don't understand how that works, but I'm not the creator of this, but I'm enjoying it. Um, we'll see how it goes. It looks like I'm close to being done. I believe I'm gonna have to put a block down to get it started. Let's see what I do here. It's like I said, it's a really fun game. I'm gonna watch the video and then talk commentary over it, so that way it's easier for me. Oh, I am tired today for some reason. I think it's because I stayed up last night playing the game and enjoying it. Obviously, I've got one in the Arctic that's going through mountains, and I'm making passes through mountains, and so that way I can get on the other side of that mountain to get to the next point. I don't really know. Like I said, I really can't snap this here. You gotta use a block first before you and you just gotta kind of eye it and hope for the best here. I believe, or I think the block actually helps you. It snaps. I believe it snaps together with the wash plant. I believe I have to change the click on this, and then somehow or another, I put it down, and then I can't find it. Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't find it. I was like, what happened to it? Maybe later on I'll find that block just sitting down there somewhere. I thought I'd seen it over there. Look, nope, that was coal that just happened to be down there. That's why I was shaking my head like, that's just, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Now I figured out that the right click was set wrong, I guess, because I was trying to get the other one in, and I think I right clicked or something, and there it goes down good that time. Then this doesn't want to work right, and then so I believe I asked somebody that was in Discord while I was playing how to change it. I ain't 100% sure. I can't remember how I did this. Let's see. I think I do differently. Yeah, sell it so that way I can get my money back. So that way I can buy something different. Like I said, I'm kind of new to the game. I've had it probably a little over a week, and I enjoy it. As you can see, it kind of goes down. I can't get it to go down. And I think I go on Discord and I ask somebody, hey, how do you change the direction on these blocks? Yep, still haven't asked them yet. Oh, this is where I ask them. Yeah. Please stop what I'm doing and ask them, hey, how do you do that? And one of them told me you just scroll with the mouse, even though I have to have a mouse sitting up next to me. So there we go. Put it in, and I take out the other block. There you go. It looks good, as you can see. It looks good. Like I said, we're gonna progress through this a little slow at first, and I might do like a 2x, 4x kind of thing later on down the road, so that way you're not bored and I'm not bored. And I really wish I'd stop yawning, because I'm not tired personally. My mind's not tired, so I don't understand why it's doing this to me as far as that. But I'm leaving here. I don't have enough to buy another thing of blocks, and so we're just trying to get to where it's not have a little jump there going up it. Yep. So I tried to fill in the gap. For some reason, right around the hoppers, it doesn't. It won't let you put dirt in there around it. Makes no sense to me. Why such a area in between won't let you do it? But for whatever reason, beyond me, that you can't do that. It makes no sense. But well, am I yawning so much? I don't understand it. Let me give you some drink real quick. I'll keep talking to you. Yep. So if you pull all your stuff over there to your inventory, because you got a little inventory on bottom, and you got like a backpack inventory, and you take that when you go to your thing, and there you go. I saw dirt. I'll get more dirt. There's more dirt. All I gotta do is just hit it the ground a couple more times, and there you go. There's more dirt. So I believe I put another one out there, and another one over here somewhere. Another. I believe that's all I'm doing. And I believe I'm gonna start putting some sides on it at some point. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with this. I just want to make sure all that material that I do buy gets in the hopper. And that's my biggest concern is making sure it all gets into the hopper. That way I don't lose anything. All our money stays for that material stays in there. I thought about buying those little V-shaped ones, and I probably will change it up and put it a V-shape. But I believe at the moment I'm just gonna buy a couple of these, put it all the way around. So it's kind of a fast way of doing this. Yep. I don't know if I add any more or not. I guess I don't. So yep, at the moment that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna go back to digging, try to make me some more dirt, so that way I can make more money, more problems. More stuff you can buy too. But yeah, I mean, as we go here, I'll buy more equipment to get better money. Of course, you're only digging the topsoil at the moment, the dirt, and I just happened to come across a coal node to start out with here. Yeah, I'm trying to get this to stop seesawing. That's why I don't usually use excavators because um, of the seesawing effect, and plus it's just really slow. Have you noticed that it's really slow unless you got a big excavator with a big shovel on the front? You ain't. It's gonna take you a while to make that money, but that's the whole point: is to progress slowly and still make money. I'm just happy I found a coal node that I make more money. Um, I usually do first person on this, especially, but as you can see, the back is all raised up and whatnot, and trying to get it out to the point where I can still see it. Um, I'm not really I ain't the best at this, but I do sure to try. I sure do try. I'm hoping to make be able to make a good $100,000 by the next couple episodes. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. Um, I said I'm just gonna keep digging and see where this goes. I'm really excited and hoping I can take out this whole little hill here, and then I'm gonna flatten it out, and so that way we gotta get money. And I don't really want to I don't really want to dig a big hole in the ground, and then just to get money. Just to get money. I want to do it the right way. I didn't come in with no money, as you see, except for the 400,000 that the game lets you come in with. There is fuel consumption on here. I believe I'm going to have to buy a fuel container here soon. It doesn't cost a lot. I think it might be 4,000, 5,000. I'm not 100% sure. You'll see here in a little while. Do I have breakdowns and stuff like that? Yeah, I do. At some point, I will break down. Hoping it's when I have money and stuff sitting in the bank though, because those parts are no joke to have to buy, and things go out. Then you have to fix them. It'll make it where you can't even use that equipment in order to use it. But we'll see. I was hoping that everything works good. I mean, I ain't a professional equipment operator. I would love to say I am, but I'm not. I'm not. Do I know how to work them? Yeah, I know. I know how to work them. I've worked quite a few of them over my lifetime. I believe I can probably count on two hands how many times I have worked with an excavator, and it's fun. It's so much fun. I love it. Would I like to do it professionally? Sure. I mean, I would, but it takes money and time, or a company that's willing to send you to a school to get your license to do this, um, equipment operator license, and I believe that's a thing. I ain't 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure because they'd be like, "Hey, where's your equipment operator's license?" I'm like, "I have none." They're like, well, you need them. I'm like, well, I'm on my private land. At the time I was when they tried to say that. So I wasn't on my land. I was on a private land. Um, and I couldn't say nothing as long as I wasn't going anywhere near water or power of any kind. They really couldn't say much to me, and they could, but it couldn't be enforced, so I didn't care. Um, I believe I'm a little too far away from my excavator now. We'll see. We'll see if I keep loading for this time being. It's not easy running this equipment on here. It's easy, but it's not easy at the same time. It's a harsh in between, um, easy and understanding the equipment and understanding the controls on that equipment. I'm trying to get it to where it'll sit right. Said you get just a little off kiltered, and then it just starts seesawing over and over and over and over again. So um, right here, I'm just kind of I believe I'm gonna try to back up the dump truck a little bit. Oh no, actually I'm gonna go offload so that way we can do some more. Cause it's like 3/4 way full. It's good enough, and we're so close that a couple of minutes doing that, or a couple of seconds doing that, it's not gonna make a difference in the long run. Um, like I said, I really do enjoy this game. Uh, the developers really did make a really nice game. Uh, I do know at the beginning when they first brought it out for beta testing and whatnot, it was but when you dug in, it was a bunch of balls, big balls of boulders. That's what some might call it. But at the moment, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Um, Said I gotta try to just try to make some money here. Gotta start somewhere. It's not easy doing this, and especially when you're playing solo, it's really slow. Um, and of course, my dumb self decides to move the excavator. Not sure why, and then makes it more seesaw than it was. That made no sense to me. Why I did that, and it's so aggravating that I'll probably try it and fix it again. Who knows? Um, and of course, I'm sitting over here talking to people on Discord and whatnot, and have to stop what I'm doing to, reply or take a look to make sure it's not important. And you'll see that quite often on quite a few times on this episode, where I have to stop real quick and check to see if it's not important or not. People are important to me. I try to give everybody a chance, and don't always work out. I've had where a guy come in and said, "Hey, I got a joystick, so I can run an excavator." And then they dug. We told them that we're going to dig off the shelf off of this area. And what did they do? They dug down, and then they they drove themselves up into the hole with the excavator. Then we had to reset and all that stuff. And I told them, no, I'm good. I'd rather you go play somewhere else, and we come play. It's just is what it is. If you can't respect and do as you're asked, then I'll ask you to go play somewhere else. I don't have a problem with that. Um, now, like I said, if I'm live streaming, then no kid will be on my stream. Not. I don't care how many times we play together. I won't, because, or at least now I'm alive. But on this save, um, no, actually, I will on this on live stream, because they can say things that, and just in particular, people say things that they're not supposed to, profanities, blah blah. Say things about other things that are not supposed to, and that will get me in trouble, or play music that will get me in trouble. So I try to only do things that are suitable for um, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, whatever else I'm streaming on, so that way um, you're still can see me next week. Because you get yourself in some trouble, you may not see him again for a while. And why do that to people? You get started playing, watching an episode of somebody's, and then somebody dumb comes in and does something, and YouTube sees it, or, somebody from there, and will get you blocked or kicked or banned or whatever they do. Because I never got myself banned, but it is possible to get yourself banned or kicked or whatever they do, or temporarily um, shut down until, so that way you learn your lesson. Um, I would never do that personally. I just want to be a good creator. I'm just starting my creations out. Back quite a few years ago, I had I had a creation, and I made it, and it was under a different name, and it got pretty big, and then people started expecting me to be there every single day, and then, like, oh well, we pay money to see, for your month subscription. I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Well, I'm busy, or I'm just not feeling well, or mental health day. You gotta be able to have a mental health day. I'm not always gonna be on this game. I have fun with all kinds of games like ATS, Railroader, um, Grand Theft Auto. There's quite a few games out there that I enjoy. Um, that it brings me fun. As long as I have fun, that's really all that really matters. If you enjoy it too, awesome. You're my type of people. Uh, I just enjoy games itself. Do I do it for the level, the progression? No. Most games is because I like playing the game. Um, and Grip Up Auto, I like playing the cars and shooting people, and just having fun. Starting problems with people, and then running away, making them chase me. The chase, especially if I'm playing like solo. I'm there, and I get the cops out of me and get a 3, 4 star or a 5 star wanted level, and just have them chase me around the map, until they finally catch up to me and kill me. That's fun. You know, it might take me 2 minutes to die, or it might take me 30 minutes to die, or you know, it might be even longer than that. You know, I don't do all that. Oh, I'm gonna call whatever to get myself out of it. No, I want that chase. It's fun. The chase is on. Railroader. I like industries, going different, doing everything. There's modded communities out there, and particularly I don't like interchange to industry to interchange. There is a mod out there that makes it where you can go from industry to industry. Um, so that way it flips back and forth. Not all your stuff will go to it from industry to industry. Some will go back to interchange, but some of it will whatever's needed at that industry, and I enjoy that. I love it. This is where I'm putting down the fuel, and because I need it. Excavators run a lot of fuel, and you gotta have that fuel. Surprisingly enough, on this game, fuel's not that expensive. Uh, so we're probably not going to be trying to extract it as much. I will be extracting more water than oil at the moment, or making fuel, because you can just get it out of this thing at the moment. I was told that might be generators and stuff that goes to conveyor belts, so that way you have to have fuel, and it gives you more of a reason to have it. But at the moment, just having that there is good enough. Will it need it more later on down the road? Probably so, maybe so. I don't know. Kind of hope so. This game is not fully out. It's out that you can buy it and whatnot, but it's not done being polished up and adding new stuff to it. You can't add mods to it yet. Unlike like most games that are out at the moment, you just can't. Just gonna pound it down dirt right this moment and try to get a good pad for my dump truck to sit on. So anyway, back to it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say what mods are out there, blah blah, that you could do that, do it too. But yeah, there's mods out there for that, and I enjoy it. I just love me some trains. Love me some trains. Going to different industries, and a lot of them just, I like just vanilla gameplay, and that's just boring. You go to industry to back to interchange back to industry, and then you end up having a 100+ freaking train cars going from interchange back to industry, and then you have to sit there and slowly collect all your interchanges back up again. Personally, I think there should be multiple different places that your train should go. Forget it. Anyway, I don't want to talk no more about that game. This is about Out of Order. At some point, I'm gonna go get. I'm trying to get enough money up so I can go ahead and get a front loader. Cause front loaders, man, I can load a dump truck quicker as heck. I can do a time lapse of an excavator to a front loader, no matter what the size is, and I can whoop an excavator down. If they're different sizes, obviously that's a little messed up. But if they're I had this little small bucket, and I get the first gen excavator, or first gen front loader, whatever the smallest thing, the cheapest thing there is, compared to this right here. Front loader will whoop it down. We'll see on here at some point. I'll try to play with the dozer a little bit. I'm not very familiar with it. I'd like to do the grader, but I'm not very familiar with that either. I tried to play with it, and it just cut in and make a mess, and I kept making holes everywhere, and it just was a very happy time with me, and it with me. So it was a little bit messed up. But I hope you're enjoying your day. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day here in USA. I'm not gonna say If you ever play with me, you'll know where I'm from. Um, but yeah, hope you're having a beautiful day, beautiful night. Either way, hope you're having a great time. Um, I'm just enjoying mine, that's for sure. Watching my gameplay from last night and trying to give you a little bit of me in front of this. It's a fun game. I really do enjoy it. I'm very happy with it so far. Um, I can't wait to see what they come up with next, because I do believe this will outdo just about any game out there as far as the physics and stuff like that. I mean, because I only run on 4060. I mean, I know it's a 40 series and the 50 series just came out and whatnot, but my graphics card is on the cheaper side of the 40 series, so it's still better than most out there that you could get, because there's 30 people that still run 3000 series and 2000 series that they're like, oh no, I can't do it. It's like my gameplay doesn't look as good as yours, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Um, you know, save up some money and buy it. I'll save it up a little at a time. I buy one big thing a year, and it may be at tax season when I get my taxes, or it might be at a different time of the year as I save it up. I get a couple grand saved up. Go buy something nice and fun for yourself, or buy something for the kids, or go on vacation. I'd love to go on vacation. We went not too long ago, a couple years back. Took the kids and wife to California, to Legoland and SeaWorld. Two very expensive places. Very expensive. I was very happy with my time there. Well, will I go back? No. You have to pass through a desert, and from where I'm from, and it was not fun. Let's just say that. Car overheated and air conditioner running 100%. Still feel like it's freaking 90 degrees in your car, and even though it's 110 outside, it's hot. You know, and I don't particularly care for the heat. I don't. I don't. I like the heat, but I don't particularly care for that type of heat. 70, 80, 90 degrees at most. But when you get past 100 degrees, boy, it feels like it's 180 out there, just roasting. And particularly, I'd rather stick to where it's kind of cooler, bipolar weather, Midwest area, and yeah. Again, if you liked the video, um, please give me a thumbs up, man. I appreciate it. I'm not very big. I've done very little videos. I'm kind of new to this. I might be old, but I'm new to technology. When you grew up with no technology as advanced as this, you're not gonna know everything like intro songs and all that good stuff unless somebody shows you. The little bit I got here for his first intro and whatnot, I'm just going off of what I can, and I'm not trying to steal other people's stuff, because there's many people out there that'll just see somebody else's stuff and they'll download it and record it and take it for themselves. And personally, I just want something that's for me. I'm happy with my setup, my everything. Way I am happy, and knowing that I did this on my own and feel accomplishment of setting everything up myself. I mean, I went slow and bought everything I needed for to record. I do have a thing over here. Let's see this. I can put it on mic like this and then talk from this and look like a professional. But people are like, oh, everybody does that. Everybody's a superstar out there, and personally, I want to get you at a level with me that I'm not a rich person by no means. I have 3 kids, and I'm not rich. I live in an apartment complex, and you know, uh, I'm not rich. Let's just say that. I have no job at the moment, so this is going to be my start of my job. I'm hoping down the road it may not. It might take a while, may not. I am going to try to see if I can work on trying to get my CDL. Um, I may not. I mean, um, who knows? Who knows? Um, but I try. I try. That's the biggest point is if you don't stop, if you stop trying, then people are just going to give up on you and look at you differently than if you didn't try. That'd be a different story. But if you try and stuff is just not working out, then it happens. It does happen. Like I said, I started a landscape company not too long ago, about 4 years ago, and this last year I had to close it down. I didn't make the money to cover all the expenses that it takes to keep stuff. Like I said, I live in an apartment complex. I don't have no place to put a dump trailer and all the equipment that needs for a landscape company. But I thought I was going to get there, and the economy just took a dive and made it where I couldn't keep going. I ended up letting everything go, and they ended up selling all my stuff off at an auction for very little, and yeah, I just lost it all. I mean, I do have a cargo trailer with a little bit of stuff in it, but all my equipment was in the storage unit that I ended up losing. I ended up losing my cargo trailer. Well, time will only tell, and according if we got the money or not to keep paying. I paid for this month, this next month, just to keep it, and I'm gonna go and try to clean out some of it and try to get rid of some stuff out of it. And I thought about selling the cargo trailer, but I figured, man, that cargo trailer and me has some memories, man. So I started out, and I used it for whatever. I stuck everything in that thing till I got me a dump trailer. I'm serious. I put dirt in there. I put mulch in that thing. I put trees. I put everything in that dang thing. I made that thing my go-to. That's a nice one. It's only surprisingly enough, it's one axle trailer, but it's pretty big, wide, and long for a one axle. It was worth that money I spent for it. At the time, I couldn't afford a dump trailer. Dump trailers are expensive as heck. Have you seen one yet? Woo! And then you try to go get one that was cheap. That thing's small as the back of a 6-foot truck. And I was like, man, I'm not gonna go spend that kind of money on a little 6-foot dumper, and just to make it easier on my life, and then use more fuel to do all that. So I just waited it out until I made enough money, and you gotta work up to it. I had a 4-door truck, running that too. I went and bought that, and so that way I had something better to do my job with and be able to pull the bigger equipment. And so now I'm just back down to my 1500. I don't have my truck anymore, and actually the transmission went out on me not too long ago, and I just had to sell it. Just like, yeah, if you want it, come get it, $3,000, whatever. And things happen. It sucks to lose things that you worked your butt off for, and people that don't work for it don't understand that. They're like, you just went, you went spent all that money and then you sold it. Well, what's more important, being able to place to live or having property things? Those things can be bought again down the road, and yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a place to live personally than that vehicle. I'm not going to go sleep in my vehicle in the winters here around where I live. So I'd rather have this and this place to live than that. And you know, it's crazy how much you have to pay rent. You know, I pay $2,000 in rent for a apartment that's no better than, you know, as you could tell behind me, it's not that great. It's not that big. It's just a regular old apartment that you could get anywhere. Just normal. It's no high, you know, real high ceilings. Um, Nothing amazing, you know. It's not really spacious like you know, condo or something like that where you have, you know, 2,000 square foot or something. Um, so for $2,000, it's just ridiculous. But I believe we're gonna be stopping here in a minute. Let me dig a little some out of here and empty this out, and we're gonna call it good for the day on this episode. It was fun to have y'all here today with me, and yeah, it's just so much fun. I'm so happy and blessed to be able to sit here and try to see if this will go anywhere. I'm kind of hoping it does because I love this game. I love people. Um, I'm a very people person. You know, I can be by myself at the same time, be around people, um, but I can do both. You know, I my times where I just want to be alone, and then other times where um, I like being around people and getting a laugh and enjoy and smile and be happy. At the end of the day, my happiness is more important uh, to me after so long of being unhappy that I'm done with being unhappy and being somewhere I don't want to be. At some point, you know, everybody has to be somewhere they don't want to be, but at this moment, I'm pretty happy with my life. And I hope y'all are too. Again, if you like, please subscribe. Have a good day.